Y'all, we really enjoy playing slots here in Las Vegas, and a lot of you may have seen us playing over the years. I'm talking, we show the good, the bad, and what just happened. And just like so many slot players, the slot machines with their exciting sounds and the possibilities of big lucky wins just draws us right in, you know? And despite all the hype, there are so many myths and lies about winning on slot machines that people just continue to believe. Today, we are sharing 9 huge lies about winning on slot machines that not many people talk about, but we are. Let's get into it. Hey, but before we do, we're on the road to our 200,000 subscriber milestone. So if you haven't done so, take a second, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you keep getting some of the best Las Vegas content out there. And we'd really appreciate it. Oh, a slot machine jackpot just cheated me out of my jackpot, y'all. That's lie number 1. A prevalent myth is casinos are cheating players out of jackpots when on-screen payouts show jackpot wins after a slot machine malfunction.
Now, the reality is that slot machines can malfunction in a variety of ways that can make you think you won a big jackpot when in fact you did not. There are display malfunctions where the display may show a big jackpot, but the computer inside, actually the truth, which is the computer inside, is showing no win or small win or something like that. And sometimes these jackpots that show up on these displays could be massive, even more than the maximum amount that the machine is actually supposed to pay out. There's one example of a woman who actually, it showed on the screen 42 million payout on a machine that was only supposed to go up to about $8,600. And obviously those situations are very clear that mistakes were made. And so you weren't entitled to that money at all. A similar situation could be a mechanical error in some of the reels spinning. Maybe something goes on wrong with the reels where the computer doesn't show a jackpot, but the reels show a jackpot. Same situation. Think about it kind of like a bank. If you have a bank account and the bank mistakenly deposits money in your account, you are not entitled to that money. It's the same type of situation in some respects. It's very frustrating, believe me. If we already get a huge jackpot and that happens, it's an incredibly frustrating thing, but the casino is not bringing you out of a jackpot. Now, an interesting twist on this is that there have been instances of where it's gone the other way, where actually the machine displayed a too low amount after a jackpot has been won. In 2022, an Arizona man at Treasure Island won a $230,000 jackpot, but the screen showed a much lower amount. And the Nevada Control Board actually did an investigation on that. And they discovered there had been a communication error between the vendor and the machine, which caused that result. So it actually was a valid jackpot in that case, and the man got paid.
What is that? Oh my God, someone just won the jackpot. That should have been mine. That's lie number 2. This seemingly happens all the time. It's like the Murphy's slot law, if you will. It's like you sit down at a machine, you've been playing for a while, you have no luck. The moment you get up, someone sits down and within a matter of seconds hits the jackpot. And we speak from experience. The myth is that if you took your finger, stayed on that machine for just one more spin, that jackpot would have been yours. The reality, slot machines don't work that way, y'all. They're based off of random number generators, or RNGs.
What are RNGs? RNGs are effectively software code that run constantly producing random numbers that in turn determine the results of the slot play on each play. And they change constantly, running on many machines like hundreds and hundreds of changes every second. So if you don't actually hit that play button at precisely the same time as that other person had pushed that button under all the same circumstances, the results will be completely different. The net of it is that win that slot player had was not your jackpot.
Oh, Dave, I see this one here. Dancing drums. Look at this. The pot is about to burst. It's about to pay us a jackpot. That is lie number 3, y'all. Many people believe that pot builder slot machines with overflowing pots or pudgy piggies are about to hit that bonus. The reality, these pot builder slot machines like dancing drums, rake and bacon, or even Bao Zhu Zhao Fu, I think I might have said that right, but we call it the firecracker slot machine. Well, they're just pot builders. And there's no impact on the likelihood of you bursting those pots, tinkling out those firecrackers, or winning that bonus. People don't realize the big screens and displays are all just meaningless fluff. And their objective is just 2 things: to entertain you and to get you to come on over there and sit down and think you have a chance to win it big. The truth of the matter is, the moment you hit that play button, the decision has already been made using a payout percentage set by the casino and the random number generator. That's it. Anything else is just smoke and mirrors, but still looks like fun to play. See what I mean? Woo, I just just want a jackpot and pay, baby, and pay, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not playing that slot machine. That one's played out. Many people believe that if a slot machine just paid out a big win or jackpot, that it won't hit again for a long time, that in effect needs time to recover. Now the reality is that random number generators and just the way the slot machine is programmed, it makes that each spin is independent of prior results. And so the prior win has no effect on your chance to win going forward. So that is just a big misconception with regard to how slot machines work. Now the opposite is of course also true. If a machine has been paying out a lot, some people think, oh, that's a hot machine. You gotta play that machine because it's paying out. Now the reality is all those prior wins that maybe someone had been winning and being very lucky, they have no effect on the future results of that machine. There's no such thing as kind of hot or cold machines in terms of kind of going forward. Yes, certainly results can change and vary and you can be lucky and be on some lucky streaks, but that is just luck, right? The probability still remains the same going forward on that machine.
All right, next up, we got some stars and bars jackpot. I like this game. Dave, you like this too, kind of fun. All right, so I think we should start things off with a little max bet. Here we go.
Hold on. Make sure you max that volume first.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Ooh, did you hear that? That thing is cranking. I mean, if you max volume, you have better chances of winning. All right, let's do it. That is lie number 5, y'all. Some people think by cranking up the volume on the slot machine influences their chances to win. The belief is that the casinos basically want other players to hear these big wins on slot machines. So crank up the volume so the casinos or the game makers can increase your chances of winning. The reality is the volume does not impact the outcome of the game. I mean, random number generators don't care how loud it is. They only generate random numbers. But hey, I like it loud. Whoa! And I still like to play it. See what I mean? All right, so I am not going to use my player's card because it will hurt my chances of winning. That is lie number 6, y'all.
There's a common myth that using your player's card affects your chances of winning, effectively reducing your chance of hitting the jackpot. And the reality is the player's card has no effect on the outcome of your play. What it does, it actually tracks your play in terms of getting perks and loyalty rewards and things like that. And so the truth of the matter is you should always use your player's card. If you're not, you're just leaving valuable potential comps and other things on the table. So we always play with our player's card. And I'm gonna do it right now. See how we do here.
Okay.
Of course, gotta max that volume like we said.
It's
It's more fun for us.
It's just more fun.
There we go.
Oh.
See what I mean?
Don't play slots on the weekend and definitely don't play early mornings because those type machines are absolutely tight then. That is lie number 7.
Another common belief is that casinos manipulate payout percentage of slot machines based on the time of the day or time of the week. For example, some may believe that during slow periods, casinos may up the payout percentage to attract players. The truth of the matter is that the time of the day or time of the week have no impact on your payout percentages. The payout percentages are actually designed and built into the game itself and how they pay it out over time. The casino does not go and manipulate that during, like, say, time of day. So it doesn't matter when you're playing in the morning, the night, on the weekend, your chance of winnings are the same.
So pull the lever versus push the play button because that will increase your chances of winning. Or confuse the machine by pulling the lever, then pushing the button, or hold the button, or double tap on that button, or triple tap on it, because that way you trick the machine into giving you that bonus. Y'all, that is lie number 8. Some people prefer pulling the lever versus pushing the button because they believe it gives them a better chance of winning. Now, that may come from nostalgia of playing the old mechanical games where it just used to be the levers. Or some folks have even told us it does increase your chance by pulling the lever and pushing the button, sort of mixing it up. That's definitely not true. The reality is the mechanism you use, whether it's pulling the lever or pushing the button, does not determine the outcome. Again, it's the random number generator that determines the outcome. Similarly, if you're pushing it hard or soft, makes no difference. It's not going to determine the outcome. But volume up right in the screen. Max bet. Okay, $1, 9 lines. Max bet. I still like to push the button and pull the lever. See what I mean? Now we have a very important point to share with you after this next one, so stick around. Slot machines adjust themselves based off of your wins and losses. That is lie number 9. Some believe slot machines keep track of their wins and losses and adjust to compensate, either tightening or loosening the machines based on the recent outcomes of the player. The concept is that the slot machine will soon pay out because it knows I have been losing a lot of money and I'm due for a win. In reality, here in the US, it's illegal for any slot machine to adjust themselves based off the win and losses of a player. Each machine has an independent event that's determined, like we've mentioned many times before, the RNG, despite any of these myths or lies. Dave, I have a bonus for you. Question. Who is entitled to the jackpot if you allow someone to push the button for you?
Now, that's a great question. Now, while this may not be a common misconception or a lie, we thought it's important to point this out. If you allow someone to hit that play button, even if you put the money, let's say you sat down on the machine, you put the money in, and then you invited someone over and said, hey, come on over, hit that play button for me. Hit it. If that person hits the play button and they win, the casino is actually going to give that jackpot to the person who hit that play button, not you who put the money into the machine. So just be aware of that when you allow someone to push the button for you. And oh, here it comes. Yeah, there's been some very public lawsuits and fights over this exact issue. In fact, in one of the Seminole casinos in Florida, there was a man who had his girlfriend pushing the play for him, and he won $100,000. And he got all upset about it when they gave the money to her and wouldn't give the money to him. And she had the security of the casino escort her out, and she went and left without her friend at the time. And they were in a big dispute, and they aren't talking to each other anymore. So just be aware, if you're letting someone push it, you are not entitled to that money if they win that jackpot.
We're married, so whatever I push, you push. We're all in it together.
Works for me.
If you enjoy playing slots and could offer a tip to someone who plays, what would it be? Share it in the comments below. And if you want to know 10 slot machine secrets Las Vegas casinos don't want you to know about, well, click that video right there. You see it right there? Just popped up. It's right there. Go ahead. Click it, y'all. All right, y'all. And we'll see you in the next one.